Hi guys, today we're going to be doing another protective style, and I'm going to be using the ponytail that I used in my last video, but I'm actually going to turn it into a bun. The main products I'm going to use for this is the Cantu curling cream and then this 24-hour edge tamer. So really you're just going to need several hair ties, because in order to achieve a slick back when you have thicker hair, you need to be able to tie your hair down in sections, because it just makes it a lot easier. This is old hair, so the amount of products I'm using, I will have buildup, but it's okay because I'm just doing this to last me this week, and then I'm going to be washing my hair. Here I'm using this cocoa water that I found at Sally's. It's really just like Jamaican black castor oil and water, which is something you can make yourself, but it's a little bit expensive to buy, good Jamaican black castor oil. So I just got that little mixture. For my back section, it doesn't have to be small, because you just really need that to just lay flat. It doesn't have to be sleek so much, so I just sprayed that with the water, the moisturizing water mixture, and then I just put leave-in conditioner on there. Now I'm just going to put a little bit of curling cream on top of that, and that just helps me slick my hair down. Also, I make sure that I get the product throughout my hair and then also on my ends, because this is a protective style and my ends are going to be tucked away. So I just want to really make sure that I moisturize them well, because I'm leaving this bun in my head for the remainder of the week. Now I'm just tying it back, trying to make sure it's nice and tight and doesn't have any puffs. And then I'm going to go over that section with some tea tree oil and just rub it on the puff and rub it on the ponytail. Now I'm just finding where I want my part to be, and at first I wanted a middle part, but I'm not too big of a fan of a middle part, especially when I slick my hair back, so I just simply moved it over a little bit. So it's not really a side part, but it's not really a middle part either. And then I separated that whole top part section into 3 different sections, and then I started on the right first because it's a little bit larger, but it's very easy for me to just slick that down all together rather than separate it into 2 sections. So I go in with my curling cream and finger detangle so that I can make sure that it lays flat when I brush it. And you'll see throughout this video that I rotate between using the red brush and the brown brush. The red brush, the bristles are hard, and then the brown brush is actually a wave brush, so it just helps me smooth, whereas the red brush helps me penetrate more hair when I'm brushing it, so it all goes in one direction. And now I'm just doing the whole process all over again. Water and then curling cream, and brush it and detangle it some, and then just keep working with your hair until it's like really smooth and really moisturized, and then you can get it to do what you want. Try to make sure it is as smooth as I can get it, and go ahead and tie this section back. And each section is getting a different new hair tie. I don't undo the back and then add hair into it. I know a lot of people will, slick back a section, and then when they do another section, they take the hair tie off the first one and then add it in. I cannot do that. Like, if you have, type 3, like 3B, 3C, or any 4 type hair, you know that once you take that hair tie off and that hair like pops back, you can't just, get everything back together and expect it to be flat and sleek. So that's why I do the sections. It just helps me. And I actually do this in about 20 minutes. It takes me about 20 to 25 minutes to achieve this hairstyle. So with the top, I'm detangling with a comb, just because my top gets really tangled sometimes, and it's a little bit harder for me to detangle it. So I just use the comb just so I can go through a little bit faster. Here I added my leave-in conditioner, and then I also added the curling cream on it. And then you see me here, I'm brushing the roots, and then I'm brushing the remainder of the hair to get the hair to go in the right direction. Now lastly, I'm going to take another hair tie just to put that, like my puff, into a bun. So I didn't do the bun with any of the other hair ties, especially not the last one, because I wanted to make sure I got that hair in tight enough. And then I'll just take an extra hair tie and I'll make it a bun. And you want to make your bun as small as possible, depending on what type of hair you have, because the hair that I'm using isn't super, it's not as thick as like the ponytail I've done in the past. So I want my bun to be extremely small just so I can avoid the hair falling off of it. After that, I just take some more curling cream, and that goes directly on top of my hair, and then I just use my smoothing brush and brush that through. And now I'm going to go in with my 24-hour edge control. This is optional. I know a lot of people use gel, and I'm not a big fan of gel, which is why I'm using edge control. Usually I can lay my hair pretty easily with just water, curling cream, and leave-in conditioner, but since I've been doing protein treatments and I've recently cut my hair and I'm getting my hair back to its normal texture, it's been a little bit more difficult for me to lay my hair down because it's not trained like it was before. So that's why I'm using the edge control. But I'm telling you, this edge control is amazing. It's not like traditional edge controls, because I'm not an edge control fan. It is very moisturizing. It does not turn white. It does not get hard. It makes your hair feel good. So now I'm just using a do-rag to lay my hair down. I've been using do-rags lately because they actually form around my head better than if I just use a hair tie. And you guys are gonna see in a minute that it actually left a line on my head. It's the same thing that happened in the last video, and I think my mistake is adding this hair tie. I think that the hair tie adds too much pressure onto the do-rag, and then it leaves that line on it. So if you do use a do-rag, don't be like me and use this second thing over top of that, or just don't tie it tightly, or just don't use a do-rag at all, because I'm not having any luck when I use do-rags. So this is my hair. Y'all see that line? It's on my head and on my forehead. And I just brushed it a little bit. It actually, like, the line goes away after a while. It'll still show a little bit by the end of the day, but it's not as deep as it looks as soon as I take the do-rag off. Yes, look at those edges. Alright, now I'm just going over top of all of that with my Jamaican black castor oil, argan oil mix. I'm telling y'all, this is like a lot of buildup, especially if you have, you know, if your hair is old. I would recommend doing this style. If you know, just have freshly washed hair, it's better to do it like then. But I just needed a cute hairstyle to wear for the remainder of the week, just 4 or 5 days, and then I took it down and washed my hair. So when you put this on, you start with just a ponytail at the bottom, and you put the hair tie on. Really, like, try to put it on as tight as you can so that it's not loose and it can't like move around freely or anything like that. So you put it on that way, and then you just grab the whole thing and twist it around so that the hair literally just falls over top of your bun. And if you have like a thicker type of ponytail, the better, because then it just appears fuller. And say if the wind blows and the hair moves or something, your bun won't be like noticeable by any other person. So after I do that, I basically I take a section of hair out, and that's the section that, you know, you wrap around your ponytail. Just like if you have a straight ponytail, you wrap hair around it. I use that one for the same exact thing. So I go ahead and I put my hair in a bun, and then I'm spreading that little piece of hair out and then wrapping it all the way around, and then I'm just going to pin it down with a bobbin pin. Now I got the bun in, I just move some of the hairs around and just try to spread the bun out some to make it look perfect. I guess I just go ahead and just make sure it looks all the same. I don't like my bun to be lumpy or just oddly shaped. I don't know why that hair, well, I do, that hair is kind of hanging out because of the way that I cut it. I had layers in it, and then I cut it short, and then I cut more layers into it, and that kind of messed it up. But it's okay because it didn't cost that much money. So this is the finished look, and these are some side views. I couldn't do a back view because my lighting is poor, but this is the finished product. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. Bye.